We're just waiting for other students to come. Reading club today. We're going to be doing Magic Treehouse Adventures. Today we're going to be doing Dinosaurs Before Dark. Yes, thank you for showing me that. Since there's so many of you, please be patient, as it'll be impossible for me to talk to everybody in the class at the same time. So we'll start each session with me summarizing the book for you, and each of you will be expected to have read the story already when we meet. Be prepared to be surprised. I'll make sure that you learned something new about this book that you read, and we can look at the magic that happens in every book. We'll do some read along of some special pages that will fit with the most important themes of each of the books to make sure that you don't miss some of those magical pieces. Then we'll make sure that you see how to connect this magic with your own life and everyday experiences. So let's get started. Today, the book is called Dinosaurs Before Dark, and the author is Mary Pope Osborne, and the illustrator Sal Murdoka. I'm going to share a screen with you so that you can see the book for yourself. All right, so this is the book we're going to use. All right. Now, I'll be putting up different things for you to take a look at. And then we're going to read a few pages that introduces us to the dinosaurs that Annie and Jack meet in Dinosaurs Before Dark. And then I'll show you some real pictures of dinosaurs for you to consider and talk about, okay? So this story is about a brother and a sister, Jack and Annie, and they come across a mysterious treehouse filled with books. When Jack opens a book on dinosaurs and wishes that he could see a pterodon for real, the treehouse takes them back in time to when the dinosaurs lived. The two kids, hang on one second, the two kids encounter a pteranodon, and Annie lovingly calls him Henry, as well as an M. As well, they meet a triceratops and a colony of anosauruses, and Jack also discovers a strange medallion with the letter M engraved on it lying on the ground. When the siblings see the Tyrannosaurus Rex, they run back to the treehouse as fast as they can. But Jack realizes that he left his backpack and the dinosaur book down in the valley with the anosauruses. Insisting that the book isn't his to lose, Jack runs back to get it, returning to find the T-Rex blocking his path to the treehouse. Annie sends Henry and the pteranodon to save Jack, who climbs onto the dinosaur's back and is flown back to the treehouse. He then finds a book about Pennsylvania and wishes to go back there. The treehouse returns them home, where they discover that no time had gone by since they left. And as they walk back to their house, Jack and Annie agree not to tell anybody about what happened to them, and they make plans to return to the treehouse tomorrow. Does that sound like the book you read? Yeah? So there are 10 chapters in this book. The introduction, the middle, and the conclusion. And the first part of the book is called In the Woods. And then they meet the monster. We're going to read a couple of pages together, actually, just a few. And so that we can make sure that you have all of the information you need to really understand the book well. All right. So
I already read this book before.
Did you? That's great.
Yeah, because I have a different teacher, and I read this book. I read this,
well,
and
that's
I
great.
mostly know about this. I read the whole entire book.
That's good. I'm expecting that everybody would have read the book. Okay? I think it's really important that you come already reading the book, because we're not going to read the book together. I'm just going to read a couple of pages with you, because I don't know if everybody is at the same place as you are. So I'm just going to move this box over. All right, so this is the spot. Do you recognize this picture? Whoops, this one. Here's Jack, and here's Annie, and look at what he has in his hand. What is it? Ryan? What's this?
This is a golden ball.
It close. Does anyone remember a medallion? Yes, it's a medallion. Absolutely. And the medallion has a letter on it. Do you see the letter? Devin, do you see the letter that's on the medallion?
It's the letter M.
It is. It's the letter
M. I wanted
M.
to say I read some of the Magic Trios all the way to 13.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Vacation under the volcano.
Okay. Well, then you're all set. Shona, what did you want to share?
I've read a lot of books of the Magic Treehouse, and I really know a lot of them.
Excellent. Good to hear. Good to hear. Can I get you guys not to write on the screen, please? Because other kids can't see it if you do that. Thank you.
You can just cancel the annotation.
Yes, I'm just asking you guys not to do that, please. So Jack finds a medallion, a gold medallion, and the letter was engraved on the medallion, a very fancy M. Oh man, someone was here before us, Jack said softly. Annie, look at this, Jack called. Look what I found. Annie got up to the hilltop. She was busy picking a flower from the magnolia tree. Annie, look, it's a medallion. But Annie wasn't paying attention to Jack. She was staring at the other side of the hill. Oh, wow, she said. Annie, clutching the magnolia flower, she took off down the hill. Come back, come back. But Annie disappeared. Ah, and he stuffed the gold medallion into his pocket. Just then he heard Annie shriek. Annie, a deep bellowing sound, like a tuba. Jack, come here. Jack grabbed his backpack and raced up the hill, and when he got to the top, he gasped. Why did he gasp? Do you guys remember why he gasped? What did he see up there?
He saw dinosaur eggs.
He did. He saw nests of dinosaur eggs. Big nests made out of mud. And the nests were filled with baby dinosaurs. There it is. Annie was crouching next to the nest, and standing over her was a gigantic duck-billed dinosaur. Who knows the name of this dinosaur? Shona?
A pterodactyl?
Was it? Let's see. Let's see if it was a pterodactyl.
I think it might be the something that starts with the A.
Ah, the Anasaurus? Let's
yeah.
see. The duck-billed dinosaur followed her, still bellowing. Keep going, Jack said. And Annie started crawling again. Jack inched further down the hill until he was just an arm's distance from Annie. He reached out and he grabbed her hand. Stay down, bow your head, pretend to chew. Why did she do that? Why was he telling her to pretend to chew? Anyone know? Anyone know?
I think they want to try to be a dog.
Oh, a dog. And do you think that the dinosaurs are afraid of dogs?
No.
Ah, I read what you do if a mean dog comes at you, but she's not a dog, Jack. Just chew. Jack and Annie both bowed their heads and pretended to chew. Soon the dinosaurs grew quiet, and Jack raised his head. I don't think she's mad anymore. Thanks, Jack, for saving me. You have to use your brain. You just can't go running to a nest of babies because there's always a mother nearby. All right, let's move on to look at this picture. There's Annie. She's down low and Jack is running to her. I wonder why she ran away. We were just becoming friends, Annie said. Jack looked around, and what he saw in the distance almost made him throw up. An enormous, ugly monster was coming plain across the plain. He was walking on two big legs and swinging long, thick tail and dangling two tiny arms. He had a huge head and his jaws were open wide. Even from far away, Jack could see his long, gleaming teeth. Who was it? Who was it? Who was coming at them? Yes? Shona?
A tyrannosaurus.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh my goodness. Should they be afraid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they should. Run, Annie, run to the treehouse. And they dashed down the hill together, through the tall grass, through the ferns, past the pteranodon, and right to the rope ladder. Seconds later, they tumbled into the treehouse. He's going away. Oh, oh. Jack pushes his glasses into place and he looked through the window with her, but the monster stopped and turned around. Duck! Duck, said Jack. And the two of them hunched down. After a moment, they peeked out again. The coast is clear. Thank goodness for that. We're going to jump ahead a little bit. Look, this is what he saw. This ugly Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You can also call it T-Rex.
T-Rex, you're right. Another name for the Tyrannosaurus Rex is a T-Rex. Absolutely. The next chapter is called A Giant Shadow. Jack jumped behind the magnolia tree. His heart was beating so fast. He peeked out at a giant monster. The horrible looking creature was opening and closing his huge jaw. His teeth were big as steak knives. Don't panic, he says to himself. Think. He peered down at the valley. Good. The duck-billed dinosaurs were sticking close to their nest. Good. The monsters still didn't seem to know that he was there. Don't panic. Think. Maybe there's some information in the book. And Jack opens up the dinosaur book and he looks for Tyrannosaurus Rex. And he reads, Tyrannosaurus Rex was the largest meat-eating land animal of all time. If it were alive today, it would eat a human in one bite. Great. This book was no help at all. Okay, well, he couldn't run to the treehouse because the Tyrannosaurus might run faster. Well, maybe he would just wait for the monster to leave. He peeked around the tree and the T-Rex had wandered closer to the hill. Uh-oh. Something caught Jack's eye. Annie was coming down the rope ladder. Was she nuts? What was she doing? Annie hopped off that ladder and she went straight for the pteranodon and she was talking to him. She was flapping her arms and she pointed at Jack at the sky, at the treehouse. She was nuts. Go back to the tree, go. Jack hit the ground. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was coming towards the hill and Jack felt the ground shaking. How come the ground was shaking? How come? Katie?
Because the Tyrannosaurus Rex is walking and it's really big, so the floor will bounce a little.
Right, it's true. The Tyrannosaurus weighs a lot of pounds and it makes the ground shake. The Tyrannosaurus was looking in his direction. He was coming towards the hill. Should he run? Should he crawl back to the dinosaur valley? Should he climb the magnolia tree? What should he do? Just then a giant shadow covered Jack. He looked up into the sky and the pteranodon was gliding overhead. A giant creature sailed down towards the top of the hill and he was coming straight for Jack. Oh no. Devin, do you have a question?
Another word for pteranodon is pterodactyl.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Dylan?
Because I watched a video called Dino Day. They have a lot of information about dinosaurs.
Excellent. Dylan, did you have something you wanted to share?
Yeah.
What's that? What is it about the pteranodon or the T-Rex?
The pteranodon did not do bad thing to him. He brought a good ride to him back to the treehouse.
Well, we haven't got there yet. That's a spoiler alert. Lucas, do you have something you want to share? Lucas, what can I help you with?
The T-Rex eats meat and most of the other dinosaurs eat.
Yes. Is
I've read
in a couple of minutes, we're going to talk about the different dinosaurs, and you can share what you know about that. Let's finish this story. All right, so the pteranodon coasted down to the ground, and he stared at Jack with his bright, alert eyes. What was Jack supposed to do? Climb on. But I'm too heavy, thought Jack. Don't think, just do it. And Jack looked at the Tyrannosaurus. He was starting up the hill. His giant teeth were flashing like sunlight. Okay, don't think, just do it. Jack put his book in his pack and he eased down onto the pteranodon's back and he held on tight. The creature moved forward. He spread his wings and lifted off the ground, and they teetered this way and then that way, and Jack nearly fell off. The pteranodon steadied himself, then rose into the sky. Jack looked down, and the Tyrannosaurus was chomping the air and staring up at him. The pteranodon glided away, and he sailed over the hilltops. He circled over the valley, over all the nests filled with babies, over all the duck-billed dinosaurs. Then the pteranodon soared over the plains, over the triceratops who was grazing in the high grass. It was amazing. It was a miracle. Jack felt like a bird, as light as a feather. Now, boys and girls, take a look at this T-Rex's face. Do you think he was happy? You think that's a smile on his face?
It doesn't really look at it because it's like he's like about to eat the that bird.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
angry.
I
also, like,
agree.
I know that like crocodilians also live in this life, so maybe there'll be a big fight of this dinosaur and the crocodilians.
Well,
I think he's angry because he can't eat Jack. And the T-Rex the same.
Okay.
Is absolutely right.
No, it's because dinosaurs are very not smart, and they thought that humans are dinosaurs, and they decided to eat it.
Now, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did humans and dinosaurs live at the same time?
Oh no, yeah, no, right. No, yeah, you're right. They don't live at the same time. So asteroids kill the dinosaurs, and then something went past, and then born us appear.
Right. Okay.
Dinosaurs live earlier.
So this T-Rex looks very angry. I agree with you, because he wanted to eat that boy. He didn't even know what a boy was, but he could smell him. And whatever he was, he smelled good. The wind was rushing through his hair, and the air smelled sweet and fresh. He whooped, he laughed, he was happy to get away from that T-Rex.
I think people are writing too much.
Yes, please don't write on the screen, okay? Please don't write on the screen. We have a few more pages
That we could talk about
to look at.
dinosaurs.
and then we can go on.
I
Now,
thought you said we could talk about dinosaurs.
yes, absolutely. So the Tyrannosaurus was heading straight towards him. Hurry, hurry, screamed Annie. Jack scrambled into the treehouse. He's coming towards the tree. Suddenly, something slammed against the oak tree, and the treehouse shook like a leaf. Jack and Annie tumbled into the books. We need the book, the one with the picture of Frog Creek. Frog Creek was the name of the town that they lived in. Where is it? And he pushed some books aside. He had to find the book about Pennsylvania. There it was. He grabbed it and tore through it, looking for the photograph of the Frog Creek woods, just where they live. And he found it. He pointed to the picture. The wind began to moan softly at first. Hurry, Jack yelled. The wind's picking up. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Jack closed his eyes. He held tight onto Annie. Then everything was still. Very, very still. He opened his eyes and pointed to the picture of Frog Creek woods. He peeked out the treehouse window and look at what's outside. It just where they came from. There it was. The woods were lit with a golden late afternoon light, and the sun was about to set. And no time had passed since they'd left. Jack, Annie, a voice called from a distance. That's Mom, said Annie. Their mom's voice was far away. She was standing in front of their house, and she looked very tiny from the treehouse. Annie, Jack. Jack was still dazed from his adventure, and he stared at Annie. We took a trip in the magic tree house, but it's the same time as when we left. How did it take us so far away? It was magic. That's how. That is the magic of the magic tree house. And Annie and Jack went back home and decided to meet tomorrow for another adventure.
Adventure is night at dawn, at nighttime.
Yes. All right. So now, put up your hand if you love dinosaurs.
I know lots of dinosaurs.
Do you like studying dinosaurs?
I want to be a scientist and study dinosaurs. I know a dinosaur snake called the titanium boa.
Ah,
It can eat a shark.
wow. Do you know what dinosaur this is? Put up your hand if you know what dinosaur this
Oh
is.
yeah, I have something else to tell. So I also know the megalodon is a shark dinosaur. It can eat 3 whales.
Wow. Dylan, do you know what this dinosaur is?
No.
What's the name of this
What's
dinosaur?
I can tell
I
you,
can see.
I know a dinosaur that's bigger than Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Where is
Okay.
it? I don't see it.
The Gigantosaurus.
Do you see this dinosaur that I put up here?
Not yet.
You don't see it? Hold on a second. Hold on.
I still see the buck.
Ah, you still see the book. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang
I
on.
see a lot of people raising their hands.
Yes. Hold on a second. Do you see this dinosaur?
Oh yes, yes.
Ah, what kind of dinosaur is this?
I never heard of this one.
Ah, put up your hand if you know what kind of dinosaur this is.
I think I know.
I can't see your name. What kind of dinosaur is this?
That's a human.
Do you see? Yes, it is. They're showing you how much bigger the dinosaur is than a human. This is a human size. This is the dinosaur. Dylan, do you know who this is? What dinosaur this is? Do you know who this dinosaur is, Dylan? What's it called?
I think it's called Gigantosaurus.
Oh, it's close. It's close. Please do not draw on the screen. This is called Anatosaurus. That's what it is. Anatosaurus. Do you see it has a bill? It has a beak like a duck. That's Anatosaurus. And look at how much bigger the Anatosaurus is from the
How do you spell Anatosaurus?
A-N-A
Go a little slower.
T-A-N-A-T-O-S-A-U-R. An anatosaur. You see that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to show you another dinosaur, and tell me if you know what this is.
Oh.
Oops.
Wait, you think that's the right one?
What is this? What kind of a dinosaur is this? Janice, what kind of dinosaur is this?
Pterodon or pterodactyl?
Excellent. A pterodon or a pterodactyl. A lot of dinosaurs have more than one.
And I also know a flying dinosaur. It's called the Microraptor.
Ah, Microraptor. There were a lot of flying dinosaurs. This was just one that Annie and Jack met on their adventure with the Magic Treehouse. Now I have another one to show you.
I know Microraptor, Pterodon.
How about this one?
Oh, that's simple.
Ha 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 ha.
It looks a little scary.
Yes, it sure is.
T-Rex.
Ethan, what's this one? Ethan? What's this one, Ethan? Who else knows what this is that hasn't had a turn yet? Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what's this guy?
A T-Rex or Tyrannosaurus Rex or Tyrannosaurus.
Yes. Can you tell me which dinosaur is eats other dinosaurs? Which one is a carnivore?
T-Rex.
Yes. Dylan, which one eats dinosaurs?
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Rex.
How can you tell, Yvonne, how can you tell that a T-Rex eats other dinosaurs?
Because it's big and it has sharp teeth.
Ah, it has sharp teeth. And if a dinosaur doesn't eat other dinosaurs, what kind of teeth would he have?
Good teeth.
Not
Lucas,
sharp teeth.
how can you tell if a dinosaur only eats plants?
And it will have smooth
Flat teeth.
Oh, they have
Little.
flat, smooth teeth. Yes, you're absolutely right. Well done. Rosalind, did you have something you wanted to share?
I think it's called herbivore.
Herbivore, you're absolutely right.
A
When they
plant eater.
only eat plants, it's called a herbivore. Exactly. Boys and girls, I am so happy that you all came out today to talk about Dinosaurs Before Dark, and that we had a chance to read it together and to talk about dinosaurs. Now, I hope that you'll all come back next Sunday and we can talk about the next wonderful.
Night at dawn.
Yes, nights at dawn. I hope you will all come back and we can do that together. Joshua, did you have a question? Yes.
Velociraptor is not actually dumb. It's actually really smart. Velociraptor is a dinosaur and it's really smart.
Oh, right. Okay.
It has a big brain, not like T-Rex. T-Rex has a brain which is the size of a walnut.
That's true. That's very
I have
true.
a question. How do you say a fish eater? A dinosaur that eats fish? I forgot.
Well, a dinosaur that eats fish is also a carnivore because it's a kind of meat.
I know one that eats
So it's
fish.
either a carnivore or it's an herbivore.
Spinosaurus.
Ah, very good. Okay, boys and girls, nice to see you all. Please don't forget to come back next Sunday and we can take a look at our next book together, Nights at Dawn. See you all then.
See you. Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. See